Which country is called Land of Thousand Islands? A. Malaysia, B. Indonesia, C. Ireland, D. Finland. 102. Indonesia is an archipelago comprising approximately islands. A. 10,000, B. 12,500, C. 15,000, D. 17,500. 103. Which country is called the land of golden fiber? A. United States, B. South Korea, C. Bangladesh, D. India. 104. Which country is called the land of thousand lakes? A. Indonesia, B. Finland, C. Iceland, D. Scotland. 105. Vienna is the capital of A. Austria, B. Switzerland, C. Cyprus, D. Denmark. Answers: 101. B. Indonesia. 102. D. 17,500. 103. C. Bangladesh. 104. B. Finland. 105. A. Austria. 106. The capital of Czech Republic is A. Nicosia, B. Dublin, C. Bern, D. Prague. 107. AFP is the news agency of A. Germany, B. France, C. Syria, D. Yemen. 108. Anthara is the news agency of A. Indonesia, B. Syria, C. Yemen, D. Jordan. 109. Emirates is an airline of A. Saudi Arabia, B. Qatar, C. UAE, D. Malaysia. 110. Qantas is an airline of A. Saudi Arabia, B. Australia, C. UAE, D. Malaysia. Answers: 106. D. Prague. 107. B. France. 108. A. Indonesia. 109. C. UAE. 110. B. Australia. 111. The Temple of Heaven, a religious building, is located in A. Edinburgh, B. Rome, C. Beijing, D. Shanghai. 112. The mine, Super Pit, is Australia's largest mine. A. Gold, B. Silver, C. Copper, D. Coal. 113. What was the nationality of Alfred Nobel? A. American, B. British, C. German, D. Swedish. 114. The first Nobel Prize was awarded in A. 1895, B. 1901, C. 1907, D. 1913. 115. The Nobel Prize has been awarded in fields: A. 5, B. 6, C. 7, D. 8. Answers: General Knowledge Quiz. 111. C. Beijing. 112. A. Gold. 113. D. Swedish. 114. B. 1901. 115. B. 6. 116. The Li River is located in A. China, B. Japan, C. South Korea, D. North Korea. 117. Sana'a is the news agency of A. Saudi Arabia, B. UAE, C. Syria, D. Yemen. 118. Sabah is the news agency of A. Indonesia, B. Syria, C. Yemen, D. Jordan. 119. KLM is an airline of A. Australia, B. Germany, C. Netherlands, D. Austria. 120. Etihad Airways is an airline of A. United Arab Emirates, B. Qatar, C. Russia, D. Canada answers, 116. A. China 117. C. Syria 118. C. Yemen 119. C. Netherlands 120. A. United Arab Emirates 121. The Earth's surface is divided in continents. A. 5, B. 6, C. 7, D. 8 122. The largest continent, by area, of the world is, A. Asia, B. Europe, C. Africa, D. North America 123. The second largest continent, by area, of the world is, A. Asia, B. Europe, C. Africa, D. North America 124. The smallest continent, by area, of the world is, A. Antarctica, B. Australia, C. Africa, D. Europe 125. The Earth's oceanic water is divided in oceans. A. 5, B. 6, C. 7, D. 8 answers, 121. C. 7 122. A. Asia 123. C. Africa 124. B. Australia 125. A. 5 126. The Earth's largest ocean is, A. Atlantic, B. Arctic, C. Indian, D. Pacific 127. The Earth's second largest ocean is, A. Atlantic, B. Arctic, C. Indian, D. Pacific 128. The Earth's smallest ocean is, A. Atlantic, B. Arctic, C. Indian, D. Pacific 129. The world's largest lake is, A. Caspian Sea, B. Lake Superior, C. Lake Victoria, D. Great Bear Lake 130. The hottest desert of the world is, A. Sahara Desert, B. Arabian Desert, C. Kholistan Desert, D. Arctic Desert answers, 126. D. Pacific 127. A. Atlantic 128. B. Arctic 129. A. Caspian Sea 130. A. Sahara Desert 131. The first Secretary General of United Nations was, A. Dag Hammarskjöld, B. Kurt Waldheim, C. U Thant, D. Trygli 132. World War I was began in, A. 1912, B. 1914, C. 1916, D. 1918 133. World War I was ended in, A. 1912, B. 1914, C. 1916, D. 1918 134. World War II was began in, A. 1935, B. 1937, C. 1939, D. 1941 135. World War II was ended in, A. 1939, B. 1941, C. 1943, D. 1945 answers, 131. D. Trygli 132. B. 1914 133. D. 1918 134. C. 1939 135. D. 1945 136. The world's deadliest conflict was, A. World War I, B. World War II, C. Mongol conquests, D. Taiping Rebellion 137. The atomic bomb was dropped on the city of Hiroshima on, A. August 3, 1945, B. August 6, 1945, C. August 9, 1945, D. August 12, 1945 138. What was the name of atomic bomb that dropped on the city of Hiroshima? A. Little boy, B. Fat boy, C. Little man, D. Fat man 139. The atomic bomb was dropped on the city of Nagasaki on A. August 3, 1945, B. August 6, 1945, C. August 9, 1945, D. August 12, 1945 140. What was the name of atomic bomb that dropped on the city of Nagasaki? A. Little boy, B. Fat boy, C. Little man, D. Fat man. Answers, 136. B. World War II 137. B. August 6, 1945 138. A. Little boy 139. C. August 9, 1945 140. D. Fat man 141. NATO is /in _____________________________ alliance. A. Military, B. Economic, C. Regional, D. Cultural 142. The oldest news agency in the world is A. AFP, B. WAFA, C. BBC, D. CNN 143. The Suez Canal is in A. Nigeria, B. Libya, C. Egypt, D. Palestine 144. The Delaware River is in A. United States, B. Canada, C. China, D. United Kingdom 145. The main structural work of the Eiffel Tower was completed in A. 1883, B. 1885, C. 1887, D. 1889. Answers, 141. A. Military 142. A. AFP 143. C. Egypt 144. A. United States 145. D. 1889 146. The height of Eiffel Tower is feet. A. 1063, B. 1067, C. 1073, D. 1077 147. Reuters is the news agency of A. United States, B. United Kingdom, C. France, D. Germany. 148. WAFA is the news agency of A. Palestine, B. Iraq, C. Qatar, D. Egypt. 149. The capital of Saudi Arabia is A. Mecca, B. Medina, C. Taif, D. Riyadh. 150. The currency of Qatar is A. Dollar, B. Dinar, C. Dirham, D. Rial. Answers, 146. A. 1063 147. B. United Kingdom 148. A. Palestine 149. D. Riyadh 150. D. Rial 151. Pandas are